Yeah, that team is locked and loaded with they got that thing on them. They got that they got the Dr. Pepper on hand. So but yeah, before we get into the series, Chemic, how do you see this series going on? What are your predictions?
I promised these boys before. I'm going to promise them now. I think Granny Shifters bracket reset and take it in for the second series.
As much as I would love to see a bracket reset, that is going to be a lot of Rocket League. But, like, obviously, you know, I don't want to vote against you, all right? I mean, yeah, very cliche. The co-caster goes against his caster. But Demo Demons, they're on top for a reason, all right? They've 4-0'd. They're the only team that was up with them in that upper bracket. And if they can carry that same momentum, that same play style into this series, I can see them taking it in, like, I'd say 5.
I can see where you're coming from with that, but looking at the bracket itself, that same team, Granny Shifters, also 4-0'd. So if that doesn't show you that this team is ready to reset, I don't know what is. But kicking off this first game.
Yeah, only time will tell to see which Div D team has the chops, and a beast homing pigeon, sparing no time at all with the opening goal here for Demo Demons.
Going up 1-0, 5 seconds in. Granny Shifters basically starting the game down 1. Not something you want to see with a team with this much energy.
Yeah, especially in grand finals, you want to come out swinging. You want to make a message. You want to demoralize this other team. You want to crush their spirits, get that early game in, because you want to tell them, hey, we're here to play. We're not backing down. We are on top for a reason. A little bit of a double commit here coming from Boa and homing pigeon. Elf on the sidewall, trying to get it past mid, but PKD Yeet trying to clear it away. That's a great pop here coming from Demo Demons. That's floating on the ceiling. Is anyone there? It's me, Boa, trying to get the shot, but a double commit clear coming from Granny Shifters is going to go towards net, but denied by It's Enigma.
Obese homing pigeon now taking it up the side. Popped out. Is anyone there? Boa is. Shot on. Saved out by Enigma. Gonna be Obese. Sending it back up mid. PKD with the shot. Almost a dunk. Gonna be cleared out by Enigma. Still going to be chasing up on that ball. Blocked out by Boa. Bepper there. Could be a shot on, potentially. PKD Yeet now trying to keep control. Gets it past 1. Obese there to stop it at the midline. Trying to keep it moving. Bepper stopping it in his tracks. Getting the reset. Not doing anything with it, though. And this ball is just going to be floating into the corner.
Yeah, earlier before we talked about how Div D, they really aren't the most mechanical when compared to the other divisions, but a lot of these players, they can ball out. I've seen it before, like in the form of Crazy, like you and a bunch of other players hitting just nasty shots that you don't see coming. So if we can get any one of these players to have that pop-off potential, they might just have what it takes to run away with it. But so far, no team has yet to find a goal. Other than that opening one, Bepper forced to get a touch to the side. Enigma, it's Boa having no boost, trying to get some sort of clear. A little bit of a double commit with his own team. Enigma popping it off the corner, but it's going to be cleared away by homing pigeon, hitting it not quite as hard, but hitting it out. And oh my God, PKD trying to get the shot on target, but cleared away by Demo Demons.
That is one of those mechanical players you're talking about. PKD Yeet, I've played a bunch of Rocket League with this man, and by God, has he hit some shots that even I can, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be him, it's going to be homing pigeon. Those are going to be the two most mechanical players on the field, I think. I mean, we saw him before, homing pigeon with that amazing double tap yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that drop to the floor. I was like, who is this man? But I mean, Dr. Pepper, he's no slouch as well. I'll see him in our BSC Esports lab hitting something, and I'm just like, who is this guy? Why isn't he on varsity? But time will tell if any of these players are going to pop out here. A little under 3 minutes of regulation played. No goal has yet to be found here other than that opener. Dr. Pepper taking it off the corner, off the sidewall, taking it nice and slow, gets it over 1. Can he get it over the third? Unable to get the touch, but Obese homing pigeon is there to get the clear. Enigma cutting it off the sidewall. That's a great bang come from PKE. Off the sidewall, can he get a touch? That's going to float mid. Is anyone there? Dr. Pepper trying to get it up, but no. Cleared away by, I believe, that was Elf.
Gonna be Enigma now. Free ball, free pop.
Oh,
he goes up.
Demo.
Do it to him. Oh, not quite. Pepper!
Teammate is
Pepper! He's there to pick up. PKD trying for that. Look, trying for that reset. Called it out earlier. And then Bepper right there to pick up after his teammates.
Yeah, that was a great demo. I love the fact that they're using demos to open up space, because that's what you need. If any of these players can get any sort of time to cook, they're going to score something amazing here. But like, it is LAN, it's grand finals. You have to wonder if these nerfs will take effect, because I'm seeing a lot of these players normally they play. Oh my God! Elf with the dookie on all 3 of the Granny Shifters team. Not even the entire roster could stop that ball. Elf is unstoppable.
Elf in that dominance. You'll love to see it. Absolutely flying in right at the goal line, slamming one in. Demo Demons up 1, a minute 20. Granny Shifters need a response sooner rather than later. Gonna be PKD Yeet on the sidewall, sending it out mid. None of his teammates there to keep it up, though. Pepper gets a good 50, keeps it moving into the Demo Demon side. A pop-up mid.
That's dangerous.
Off the crossbar. PKD Yeet up. Gonna try for something that could be on.
Oh, Enigma's
Not
there.
quite. Enigma. Oh, this ball just floating in front of this Demo Demon's goal line.
Yeah, Demo Demons just seem to be stuck on their half. They're kind of panicking. They're double committing after double committing, trying to get some sort of clear, but it's Boa. Not a whole lot of boost, trying to get a play made. Enigma, awkward touch here. 50 off of Obese Homing Pigeon. It's just going to bounce out the corner. They're double committing here, trying to get some sort of touch on target. They're leaving Obese Homing Pigeon alone, and you got to stay calm, cool, and collected here. You can't afford to panic. You got to make those calculated touches. That is a very awkward touch off the ceiling. Elf trying to get a touch, but unable to find it. Boa trying to get a touch mid, but no one's there. Dr. Pepper is left in a 1v1 scenario, getting it off the corner. Can he get a touch? No. Obstacle for the demo. Cleared away by Obese Homing Pigeon.
15 seconds left. Granny Shifters need something now, and it's on Demo Demon's half. PKD sending one towards the goal. Gonna be popped out mid here by Bepper. It's gonna be floating. No one from Demo Demons is up except for Obese Homing Pigeon sent out to the corner. This ball still floating. Is anyone from Granny Shifters there? They're not. Demo Demons taking game 1. That is not something you want to see coming out early.
Not honestly. From this game so far, I'm loving the intensity of this. There's so much can happen in a grand finals match that you just can't help but get hype here. Unfortunately, actually no, fortunately, because I'm rooting for Demo Demons here. Fortunately, Demo Demons were able to walk away with this first game. But Granny Shifters, they had a lot of good looks here. If they can get that second man to be just a little bit more aggressive, maybe kind of trust his teammates a little bit more to get that pass out mid, they can hopefully find some more goals here. That triple commit though, none of those 3 players are able to get that save. That was a very high play. We'll see if Elf can replicate that yet again here in game number 2.
Demo Demons, I mean, they've been looking really, really solid, but they have been kind of lacking in that defensive rotation just a little bit, right? We kind of saw that with that goal that Bepper had. Amazing shot, but you see it right here. They only had 1 man back, no boost, right? So if Granny Shifters can keep up those quick turnarounds from defense to offense, this game is going to be able to swing very, very differently.
Yeah, broken record. Wow, who would have thought game 1 is always going to be a feeler here. But Demo Demons able to squeak away with the first game here. We'll see how Granny Shifters choose to respond here. You're coming from that lower bracket. You got to come up with something, some sort of formula to take down this behemoth of a Demo Demons team. That's a great bounce touch coming from Elf, making it a little bit awkward. Trying to get a shot on target, though. Cleared away by PKD. Obese Homing Pigeon, not a whole lot of boost. Forced to make an awkward clear. That's a great clear over to the sidewall, but Enigma onto the sidewall, keeping this pressure alive. PKD making it off the sidewall, but no one's there. That's just going to be a free clear for Boa. Getting the touch towards this Granny Shifters half, but not quite on target, and that's going to be a free one for Dr. Pepper. Putting it mid, though. That's just going to bounce off Obese Homing Pigeon's car. That's a great clear. That could be open air, and that's just in for Demo Demons.
A rough one there for Granny Shifters. Bepper over a great clear out there to the backboard, but PKD playing a little too far up, and Enigma not quite ready for Obese to be hauling out of his half.
Yeah, that Granny Shifter's third man getting a little bit too antsy there, kind of overcommitting just a little bit, that forcing their leaving no one in the net there. That's a great clear coming from Obese Homing Pigeon. And if they can keep this up, and if they can take advantage of the mistakes coming from Granny Shifters, they might just walk away with game number 2. But only a little over a minute has been played here. Boa trying to get a shot on target, cleared away by PKD. Enigma, a little awkward on the sidewall. Pepper is up, gets the 50 off the sidewall. Elf getting a touch, keeping this pressure on, but it's cleared away by Enigma.
Gonna be Boa in the corner, trying to keep control. Doesn't quite get that second touch. Still left in the corner. Obese gets an awkward pop, forcing Elf to go. Does get it around the first attacker. Obese getting a good 50 out, but Pepper's there. It's a Rule 1, and Pepper makes positive of it.
That had to have been a tactical Rule 1 there. That Rule 1 on the third man. The two defenders were out of the net there. Enigma getting that fortunate Rule 1, leaving that net wide open for Granny Shifters. But who knows? That might have just been a happy accident. I'm sure. Maybe they might be able to replicate that. Maybe not. But if they can get that going and like find these fortunate goals here, they can certainly run away with this. Elf hitting it off the sidewall. It's Boa is there, but cleared away by PKD. That's a great bang coming from Obese Homing Pigeon off the backboard. Can he read that? No one from Granny Shifters able to read that, and he cleans up his own pass.
That is just rough from Granny Shifters, not trusting your teammate to go up and get the touch. Pepper, I know you're that defensive player, man. You've got to have trust in your teammates. Otherwise, this game is going to go even deeper into debt for you.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, their lack of backboard presence there, I believe, was the key factor for that goal going in for Demo Demons. And like with the speed of the Div D aerial plays, they can't really get to the ball as fast as say a Div C or a Div B or a Div A player would. So you got to utilize the sidewall, the backboard, to make up that speed for you. PKD trying to get a shot on target, cleared away by Elf. Dr. Peppa with a full tank of boost, hitting it mid. They're forced to make a clear here. Elf trying to get something, not a whole lot of boost. PKD does get that corner boost. Elf trying to get another dookie to see if they can get clear up this deficit here, but that is going to be a dangerous ball floating in front of Double Demon Enigma! Palindrome!
We've seen him before, we'll see him again. Enigma coming in with an amazing shot above the crossbar.
No one expects the bounce shots. One of the hardest shots to defend here, but Granny Shifters able to find that equalizing goal as the ball floating right across the middle of the pitch here. Banged by Obese Homing Pigeon, banged back by Dr. Peppa, trying to get an aerial play of his own, but cut off by its Alpha. Oh my god! Oh my god! PKD finding his own dookie, pitching it off. That was
his teammate!
Pitching it off of his own teammate, creating power out of thin air. No one from Demo Demons was expecting it. And how can you expect that? That's just a pitch out of left field.
I don't think anyone in this arena was thinking that you'd be seeing a team pinch coming out of the 8th seed from Div D. Like, this isn't crazy. Game 2, a minute 50 left, and Elf ties it up. What is going on?
It's just back and forth, left hook, right hook. As soon as one team gets a goal, the other is able to respond. Lickety split here, tied here with a minute and 50 seconds remaining. Who is going to run away with game number 2?
It's going to be looking like Demo Demons have this early pressure here. A minute 40 left. It's Boa sends one out mid. Pepper gets a 50 out to the corner. Elf with a missed shot. Pepper's left alone. Boa with boost though, able to get a clear, at least trying to. Enigma cutting it off at the mid. Jumps off the backboard. Can he go for the double? At least it's there for his teammates. No one's there though. Pepper able to get a good shot there on the backboard, cleared out. No one from Demo Demons is there. A double commit and PKD taking advantage.
Very unfortunate missed rotations here coming from Demo Demons. I think I don't know what happened there. Maybe Elf was trying to call off Obese Homing Pigeon and vice versa there. But either way, that led to a goal here for Granny Shifters. If they can just hold on to this lead here and keep Demo Demons at bay. They can take game number 2 here, but they have 1 minute and 12 seconds left. That is so much time in Rocket League time. Anything can happen. We saw before the pinch goal off of the 2 Granny Shifters team. If they can find something like that, or if they can avoid that coming from Demo Demons, they can run away with game number 2. But a little bit under 1 minute remaining. Enigma clearing it towards this Demo Demons half. Cleared away by Obese Homing Pigeon off the backboard. Can we see a double tap? Oh my god! Just a little too wide there. But no one was there for the follow-up for Demo Demons. PKD Yeet banging it off the sidewall, gets a touch off mid, that's going to float there. Bepper, waterfall off the ceiling, cleared away by Elf.
Elf keeping it upfield, PKD back into his goal though, able to send it to the corner. Boa and Elf, or Boa and PKD both missing. A bump coming out, sending Enigma to front post. Elf sending one there. Is anyone there? PKD able to get it. Bepper sending it out to the sidewall. 17 seconds, Granny Shifters just needs to hold on. Gonna be sent out to the mid. Elf stopping it before it goes across. PKD keeping control, getting around 1, not around 2. This ball could be dangerous if they don't get a touch.
No.
Good thing that Enigma's there, keeping it up. 1 second, 0.
Oh,
this could be dangerous. It's still up, and Granny Shifters taking game 2 after a grueler of a series.
Oh my god, I'm getting whiplash from watching these series. Like, as soon as the team scores a goal, an immediate response happens from the other team, and I am loving it here. Granny Shifters this time taking the namesake from Demo Demons, finding 3 demos in total, 1 for each team member. Everybody eats in terms of demos here, and I'm not sure exactly what they changed, but whatever they did, they're doing something right.
Granny Shifters is entirely a team of mentality, right? This one is going to send them up, especially in that department. I mean, Demo Demons are going to have to be able to fix something quick. Otherwise, a shot like that is going to just demoralize you even more than it already does.
Well, to be fair, how can you even calculate for a shot like that?
I mean, fair.
In Div B, I wouldn't even account for a shot like that because, like, it's just a really unexpected shot. Like I said before, it just comes out of left field. We'll see if maybe Demo Demons can find one of their own here as we're getting started here on game number 3. Elf with the bounce shot again. That might just sneak through, though. Cleared away by Bepper. Bepper getting another clear. That was Enigma that got the clear. This time, Enigma back with the ball, trying to get an air dribble play. That ball is going to careen off the sidewall. Great demo there, but an excellent clear away from Obese Homing Pigeon. Getting another one, stopping the shots on target. Somebody stop this man.
An absolute murder coming out on the play. Gonna be Enigma taking it, control. Boa sending it to the Granny Shifters side. PKD Yeet able to take control, tries to get it around Obese. Takes his time though. Bepper popping it up. Gonna be Boa sending it to the sidewall. Not quite enough boost to go for a read. Gonna be Enigma keeping on. Obese slamming. Has boost to make a play. Does he? He does not. He waits for Bepper. Gonna be Enigma taking it up. Doesn't go off the ceiling. Leaves it for his teammate. Gonna be back again in that corner. Popped up. A good bump coming out. But it could be dangerous. Bepper gets there in time though. PKD keeping the ball moving. Gonna be Elf in the corner, stopping it before it moves anywhere close to mid. Moving to the Granny Shifters defense. Bepper trying to keep it out of his half and does it quite well. Obese left on the front post, not letting his teammate go for it when he's in an awkward position. Bepper trying to get a touch out mid, but Boa attempts to go for something off the ceiling. Gets the dunk, but able to, not quite able to get anything moving. Oh no. It's Boa. You got to make contact with that. You got to keep that pressure in. A great bang coming from Obese Homing Pigeon. Not quite able to get the follow-up. Enigma hitting it off the sidewall. It's just going to get banged towards the net, but Elf is there, getting the clear, hitting it towards the side. Cut off by Dr. Bepper. Enigma is up, shot off the ceiling. Is anyone there for the follow-through? Dr. Bepper was, but no. Denied by this Demo Demons team. It's going to be switching back to a Granny Shifters offense again. Gonna be a good demo coming out on the play from Bepper, cutting off that first man. Gonna be a pinch out. This could be on, but PKD is there. Send an absolute banger to the back. Boa popping one up. Enigma, not enough boost, not enough confidence to make a turn on that play. PKD trying to get something moving off the back wall there. Bepper gets a pop, goes to the air dribble, gets around one. Is anyone from? No! Granny shifters!
Oh, but
saved
PKD
by the post! And PKD able to pick up the goal!
Way too much power coming off that shot from PKD. Someone from Demo Demons was there. I believe it was Elf. Elf unable to get the touch. There was just too much oomph behind that ball. And part of me is wondering what is going on with Demo Demons. They're not fighting the demos. They started this entire LAN being demo, for lack of a better word, demons. And they have yet to find at least one, I think, this series. It's only been Granny Shifters getting the demos. They're able to open up so much space for themselves, getting Demo Demons awkward. So we'll have to see how this Demo Demons team responds, and they respond in kind with a goal of their own.
They may not be demoing Cosmic, but by God, are they running disruption. Gonna be Boa bumping one Granny Shifter into another, leading for a wide open net.
I mean, like a bump isn't a demo, but they're halfway there. If you guys can keep that up, you guys can certainly have what it takes to run away with game number 3 here. Obese Homing Pigeon bailing out his teammate, forced to make some sort of clear, not a whole lot of boost. Beppa is back, shot from It's Me Boa, an awkward 50, careens towards the ceiling. Pika Yeet with the catch though, and
there we go.
Finally getting the demo here for Demo Demons. Obese though, not a whole lot of boost, banging it towards this Granny Shifter's net. 50 going mid, Enigma trying to get a touch, but unable to find it. It's Me Boa, half a take boost, bangs it off the corner, trying to get a touch, but a double commit coming from Demo Demons. And like, they gotta figure out their rotations. They gotta figure out something here, because they kind of seem to be falling apart here from this pressure of Granny Shifters.
A minute left in this match, and it's still 1-1. Granny Shifters defense is looking a little bit cracked. Elf tries for an amazing shot, but it's blocked out there by Enigma. Great save. Boa keeping the ball on the Granny Shifter side. A double commit coming at her Shifters, yet no Demo Demon is there to get anything moving. Gonna be Obese trying to get something out mid. PKD open net. Elf able to speed back in time, trying to make a turn on this play. Still has a collection on this ball. PKD trying to get something out mid for his team. Sent upwards by Elf. PKD not letting his teammates on the ball. Still seeing a little bit like a hog, but he's still up on this ball, floating. Elf just absolutely shutting him down.
Oh, that's a free hit. Obese Homing Pigeon making it off the sidewall. Can he get the follow-up shot on target? Clear it, but Dr. Beppa, but it's Moa is there. Shot not quite on target. They got to find something here. I'm sure they don't want to go to overtime, because this Granny Shifters team, they have all the pressure in the world. Coming off of a win here at game number 2, they have the momentum. We'll see if it's enough to carry them to win game number 3 here. But kickoff going towards Granny Shifters' favor. Obese Homing Pigeon unable to get the touch. Elf forced to make some sort of play, getting 50 by Pika Yi off the sidewall. Bepper is up, touch off mid, but it's Enigma. It's there, shot not quite on target, but it's there, cleared away by Elf.
Gonna be PKD, that solid first man, sends something up to Bepper. Obese able to get a 50 though. Enigma in the back lines, gets a good catch. Oh, doesn't quite have the control to get it around one though. A miss. Bepper able to clean up for his teammates though. Gonna be just this ball kind of left floating, and it's gonna be Obese getting a 50 on it. Out to Boa, keeps control, gets a setup for Elf, but PKD winning the 50. There for a shot, not quite on. Bepper's there to clean up 1 minute into overtime.
Bepper, he is that reliable captain. You can always trust him to be there to clean up whatever sort of play is there. And Granny Shifters walking away with game number 3.
This is what I'm talking about, Cosmic. Such a Cinderella team. So much team chemistry. They have the skill in PKD to get past Demo Demons. They have the reliable shooter of Bepper, and Enigma being a very, very solid man in the back line. 2 saves, or 5 saves across the entirety of Granny Shifters there.
Yeah, but one thing I would like to point out, though, is the K-Tool cardboard cutout is on this Granny Shifter's side. So we'll see if the K-Tool curse lives yet again here. But Granny Shifters seeming to prove the K-Tool curse wrong, taking the lead here in this series. We'll see if they're able to close out. They just got to win 2 more for the bracket reset, and then we got a potential 7 more games after that for them to run away with this series.
I mean, Granny Shifters looking hot, looking ready to go, trying to take these Demo Demons to their own place. I mean, if they can take game number 4 here, do Demo Demons call a timeout?
I mean, you kind of have to here. If Granny Shifters take this 3rd game, they only need 1 more for the bracket reset, which I'm sure, like, it is a bracket reset. You got that 2nd life still. Granny Shifters, they only have 1. So they can afford to be a little bit more pressure heavy, a little bit more offensive, because they have to be. They have to get that bracket reset first just to even think about getting this grand finals win. But Granny Shifters, they're banging gears. They're hitting the throttle off of the rev limiter. They seem to be coming out swinging here. We'll see if, well, time will tell if Demo Demons can hold out against this Granny Shifters pressure.
And immediately that pressure is on. Enigma trying to get something set up for his teammates. Pepper opting for a good turn, sends it up high. None of his teammates are able to get there before Elf, though, sends it to the Granny Shifters corner. Enigma cutting it off early. Sent to the other corner by Boa. Pepper popping it up. Enigma goes for a 50 with Obese. Ends up winning it, but Boa leaving it for Elf. An interesting play. Elf not quite having the control to get it off the wall. Boa gets it around 2, though. Gonna be a 3rd left, an open net. PKD Yeet able to get back in time, though.
I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with taking it slow, trying to get possession, because that can lead to a plethora of things. We see there PKD Yeet with the flick, setting up its Enigma, but taking that time to be a little bit more meticulous with whatever play you're trying to come up with can really benefit whichever team chooses to utilize it the most here. And we're seeing this Granny Shifters team, they're taking time to try to get a flick, maybe try to get a demo, set something up. They're not just banging the ball for the sake of banging the ball. Well, Enigma pitching it off the corner here, but they're not doing it as much as Demo Demons. Demo Demons, they don't really seem to be going for any sort of solo plays. But Dr. Pepper able to sneak it behind this Demo Demons defender.
I saw it coming from a mile away, Pepper. A free open net, no one in back, and it's gonna be it's me, Boa, having to race back. Pepper seeing him from a mile, able to get around him, going up 1, 3 minutes left.
See, and that's just a perfect example of what I was trying to say. Obese homing pigeon, though, responding in not even like 4 seconds, able to find this equalizing goal. But you can see it here still. Obese homing pigeon with the solo play, taking his time, getting that pop over over this Granny Shifters team, able to get them awkward, and he's able to capitalize that. So we'll see which team chooses to be for a little bit selfish here. But Obese homing pigeon taking the lead back for Demo Demons.
Putting in the work. Demo Demons and Obese going up 1. Only seconds ago, Granny Shifters was up. This game has been so back and forth, and there's still only 2:45 left.
I mean, that's a lot of Rocket League, man. So Granny Shifters, time is on their side. Oh, great! Oh my God! Great save coming from Elf there, but time is on this Granny Shifters side. They got so much time to work with to find this equalizing goal. Maybe run away with game number 4, but Obese homing pigeon banging it towards this Granny Shifters net. Bit of an awkward touch coming from PKD Yeet. Dr. Pepper banging it towards the corner. Obese homing pigeon, not a whole lot of boost, gets called out by his teammate. Boa gets the 50 towards the sidewall, getting another 50, but finds the demo on PKD Yeet. That ball a little bit awkward, set towards Dr. Pepper, cleared away by Elf.
A good rotate there by Elf, staying back post. Definitely what you want to see with Pepper, hitting those amazing shots after a misplay or mistouch coming out of Demo Demons. Obese homing pigeon, sending it down to his teammate. A bump on the attacker. Bepper gets a shot over, but Obese, being that solid rock in net, able to get it past PKD, trying to get something set up for his team. It pops high. Boa already up, sends it a little too high to do anything with it, leaving it for Granny Shifters, but Obese homing pigeon able to get something out mid, blocked out by Enigma. Oh, Enigma, a bit of a misflip, but it works for a fake.
That might just go in.
Oh, off the crossbar. #1 goalie.
Yeah, the crossbar is that phantom fourth man for any team. Dr. Pepper tried to get a double tap, cleared away by, I believe that was Obese homing pigeon. Pinch coming out from Enigma. Can he get the follow-up touch? But no, Elf with that backboard defense, able to clear it away. Ball floating. This might just go in. Obese homing pigeon is there, sending it towards the corner. Gets the second touch, trying to be calculated with it, taking his time. Cleared away by It's Me Boa though, but PKD responding in kind, and it's just a scramble in this corner. Which team is able to get find the clear or the goal first? But it looks like we were able to get a clear out, but no, it just goes back into the corner. Demo Demons kind of stuck on their half, but they are in the lead. They just got to hold out. Enigma careening towards net, off the crossbar. Dr. Pepper is there. Can he get another banger? This time off the backboard, just a little wide here, and they just got to keep ripping shot after shot after shot. You have less than 30 seconds remaining. You got to find something here. 20 seconds left. Find something going out to Obese homing pigeon. We'll find one for himself.
A team pinch coming out from It's Me Boa and Obese homing pigeon, passing it to himself into the net. I mean, we saw it the game before, a team pinch, but hey, you called it. Demo Demons found one for themselves. 18 seconds left. Granny Shifters, I mean, this game is basically over.
Yeah, but I mean, that pinch was a result of Boa kind of getting a little bit antsy there, and yes, be aggressive, go for the ball, but you got to watch out for those double commits because that might just lead towards a goal going into your own net, but it doesn't even matter. Demo Demons taking game number 4.
Game 5 on its way, but before that, do you think we see a timeout coming from Granny Shifters, considering that there's 2 left, next one is match point for either team?
Well, me personally, I think that game's just a GG go next. You had good looks there. They were able to find shots, but they weren't quite able to aim it on target. So if maybe they can take just a little bit more time, sort of refine their shots. If they were able to do that, it would have been like a 4-1 game there, 4-2 if we were keeping with the score that Demo Demons had. But I mean, obviously they weren't able to, and that's the reason why they lost game number 4.
Yeah, I mean, Granny Shifters having an amazing amount of shots on net, right? They had the ability, they just had to put it in. Granted, you can't knock Demo Demons having an absolute slap shot of a defense. The only time Granny Shifters was able to score was off a double commit and a teammate rotating back, right? So, I mean, Demo Demons are looking solid pretty much all the way around, but Granny Shifters, they have that ability to break through, and that's what we need to see in Game 5 if Demo Demons, if you don't want Demo Demons to go to match point here.
Yeah, well, 2-2 series score tied up. This is essentially a best of 3. The winner of this game number 5 will be on match point, but that is a great touch coming from Elf. Does he get the double tap? No, bounces off. Obese homing pigeon with the touch, but getting 50 by Enigma. It's Me Boa is there, but not a whole lot of boost. Elf is there with the great 50 that might just drop into the net. No, off the backboard, Pikachu Yeet, a little awkward here. Opts to get the corner boost. Free shot for Obese homing pigeon, but just a little high.
Gonna be Elf sending one off the backboard. Is any one of his teammates there to pick up? Bepper is gonna be PKD challenging Obese, getting it over top. Elf able to get a banger. This could be on target. Enigma getting a good save though. It's going to be sent floating back over. PKD playing it safe and choosing to go for the corner. Going to be left kind of sitting there. Bepper trying to get it past Boa, sitting there as a wall in the corner. Bepper goes for a collection. It works out somewhat in his favor. Has to go for a 50 against Elf. Loses it. Going to be Elf again trying to get something moving. Obese sending it back in the corner. Around Enigma just a little bit. And a bit of an awkward touch forces Boa to be a little awkward. PKD able to get it past one. Tries to run destruction for the second, but an Elf able to get a clear out to the mid.
I mean, for like the first, like a little over a minute here, Granny Shifters just seem to have been stuck on their own half. This pressure of Demo Demons, they're ripping shot after shot after shot, trying to get something in target, trying to get something to stick. Dr. Pepper full take a boost off the sidewall, gets it past one, but not enough to get it past Elf. Enigma unable to get the touch here. It's me Boa forced to make something happen. A little bit awkward, but PKD unable to get the touch, getting the pop, but that's a pinch coming from Enigma. That is been PKD. Oh! Pepper is there!
Yeah! Pepper doing what he does best, picking up where his teammates just simply cannot. I mean, that's a good shot there from PKD, don't get me wrong, but Pepper's the one who put it in.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, Pepper is just there. He is always there when you need him. He's exactly the right spot where he needs to be, and it is just like elevating this Granny Shifters team to a whole nother level. A great clear from PKD off his own backboard here. And that's a great demo, an unfortunate demo here on Boa. Elf trying to get the save here, cleared away to the corner. Obese home pigeon, not a whole lot of boost, able to get it under one here. Elf taking it up, trying to get a shot on target, 50 away by Enigma. That's just gonna bounce off the sidewall. Cleared over towards the Demo Demons half. Enigma opting to not go for the touch, letting Homie Pigeon get the flick, but oh no! Yeah! Enigma able to bail out his team with the miracle save. That almost could have been bad for Granny Shifters.
That almost was game tied. Enigma able to pick up for his team though. There again, blocking another shot. PKD picking up in the front lines, able to get it past one, not past Obese though. Obese already off jumping for the ball, doesn't quite get the touch he wants. Gonna be Enigma staying on, trying to get one. Boa shutting him down, but Enigma playing it well. Gonna be PKD awkward on the sidewall, opts to leave it for Pepper. Gonna go out to his own corner. Enigma grabbing the boost, doesn't get to the ball before Elf though. Gonna be PKD trying to send it. Is he there first? Both miss. PKD still on, 50 with Boa. Gonna be Elf sending it high off a good 50. Boa there, able to get a touch. Doesn't send it upfield, but Obese able to put one on. Is anyone there? A double commit coming out of Granny Shifters. A minute 20 left, and Demo Demons need to keep this pressure up.
Yeah, almost dangerous floater here in front of the Granny Shifters net. Ball rolling towards the Double Demon's hat. That's great clear though. Dr. Pepper is back, and yet again, he's exactly where he needs to be, able to pick up the slack for his teammates when they're not quite able to get the touches that they needed, the clears that they want. But PKD trying to get a clear of his own, denied by Elf. Another great clear coming from Pepper. Do we get the follow-up here? Not a whole lot of boost though. 50, that could be dangerous. Is PKD there? Yes, he is! Able to slot it just underneath Demo Demons.
I mean, PKD, what can't you do? I mean, he's been amazing on offense, amazing on defense, and sending Granny Shifters up to 50 seconds left. Demo Demons need a response here, and they need it now in order to get Game 5 back.
Oh, that's a very powerful pinch, though. No one from Demo Demons able to find some sort of touch. Obese homing pinch, not a whole lot of boost. Getting the low 50, but it goes in PKD's favor. Ball bounces towards Elf. Can he get the sidewall clear? No. Getting bumped by Enigma, forcing Boa to get something to happen. Awkward touch there. Elf with the floater. Is anyone there? Boa is shot on target. No, unable to make contact. A great clear coming from PKD, forcing Elf to get the touch towards the corner. Ball floating towards the sidewall. No one is there. A little bit of breathing room there, but a 50 coming from PKD. Dr. Pepper is there, 50 away by Boa. And at this point, with like 6 seconds remaining, Game 5 going towards Granny Shifters.
Could be a little awkward here, though. Oh, Demo Demons looking pretty good there at the end. Had the pressure, just not able to get the 50 into the net. Granny Shifters, one game away from the bracket reset.
Timeout. It looks like we are seeing a timeout. Do we know which team this timeout is for? It looks like this timeout is going to be coming from Demo Demons, which that is a very fair timeout. You're down you're down by 2 here. All Granny Shifters need is one more game for the bracket reset, and that's a lot of Rocket League. If you're Demo Demons, you do not want all of that time to build into momentum for Granny Shifters. So we'll see just what sort of plan that this Demo Demons team. Oh wait! Oh!
Well,
sorry. We're getting we're getting hype up here. We're moving. We're jumping. Cause by golly, by G, this game has been a roller coaster.
I've said it before. I'm gonna keep saying it. Div D is the best division. Strict, not because of the mechanics, not because of the players, because of the gameplay, right? These games have just been absolutely just exciting. That's all I can say. I mean, this arena has just been pure energy. You hear the crowd every single time.
Exactly.
Just
I'm hearing the crowd through these headphones, and they're pretty noise canceling. So the fact that we're able to get the hype from everyone in the crowd, including the players, just goes to show how awesome these LANs are. But Kemek, if you're Demo Demons, you're calling this timeout. Like, what sort of plan do you think Demo Demons need to come up with to stop Granny Shifters from getting this bracket reset?
I honestly think it is a bit of their defensive rotations, right? So they've had that first clear, but someone from Granny Shifters is immediately there to 50 or immediately there to make a play off their bad touches. They need to have that second man on defense in order to get it out of their own half. You see it even right there, right? Someone had a mess up on the front. The second man is there to able to pick up, keeping the pressure rolling. Gonna be Boa.
Well, okay, sorry to cut you off there, me personally, Dr. Pepper seems to be on fire for this Granny Shifters team, and the trend is he's that third man. So if Demo Demons can keep with their namesake and find the demos, specifically if they can find them on Dr. Pepper, shut any sort of thing down. It's kind of bad to say, but Dr. Pepper is leading the charge here for this Granny Shifters team. Demo Demons, they got to keep their offensive. They got to keep this offensive pressure, this rotational pressure, like alive and on fire here. But Dr. Pepper trying to get some sort of touch mid, unable to be found by Enigma. Great clear coming from Dr. Pepper. That's an open net though. He's gonna have to try to get a touch, some sort of mid, but no, he turns away, and the demo there coming from him, from It's Me Boa. Ball floating towards this Demo Demon's net, cleared away by a Beast homing pigeon, but he's still keeping up with the ball. Touch mid, cleared away by Dr. Pepper.
Gonna be Pepper again, trying for this ball, sends it up. Enigma sending it high. Enigma goes up for the touch. Doesn't quite get the one he wants. Sends it up to the back wall. Elf kind of flailing at the ball just a little bit. Pepper sends it out mid. Enigma running deep. Gonna be PKD Yeet trying to keep control. It floats up high and heavy. Gonna be Pepper getting a good clear out. Enigma trying to keep it.
Oh, that's
going
dangerous!
PKD not able to get there in time. And it's gonna be Boa, I believe.
An unfortunate touch from Enigma leads for this free goal for Elf. This is just what they needed, able to find that opening goal. Hopefully this is the start of the momentum that they need. They're starting to find the demos here. They're starting to eliminate that third man, opening the net up for them. So we'll see if they're able to keep it. Shot on target by Pepper. It doesn't even matter. Pepper finding a goal of his own.
You see it again and again and again. Pepper in the right place at the right time.
There's no mechs involved with the goals that he's scoring. He's just ripping banger after banger, and they're going in. They're just too fast for this Demo Demons team to respond. They're trying to put hands up, but they're unable to get it. Boa shot off the backboard, cleared away by Enigma. This is going to float mid. Granny Shifters need to find some sort of clear. Great 50 coming from Pika de Yeet, but Elf off the sidewall, getting a 50 towards mid. That's going to be a free ball, but Enigma unable to make contact. Demo coming from Pika de Yeet on homing pigeon. Pepper hitting it towards the corner, forcing the homing pigeon to find some sort of touch. Not a whole lot of boost. A little bit awkward touch mid from Pika de Yeet, but denied by Elf, who keeps this pressure barreling down this Granny Shifters pitch awkward touch coming from Pepper, but a demo coming out here. Homing Pigeon finding the touch mid. A banger up from Enigma. The follow-up from PKD. It's off the corner. Can he get the follow-up touch? No, denied by Boa.
Gonna be Enigma sending it off to the Demo Demon's corner. Obese, a bit awkward, leaving it for Elf. Able to get one past. A demo coming out. A bit of a team bump. Obese opts to go for the reverse. Glad to see that he can recover. But it's going to be kind of sent out mid. PKD taking good control, getting a good 50. This could be dangerous. Enigma's up. Enigma puts it in.
Enigma able to take advantage of that 50 off of Elf. The 50 coming from PKD and the follow-up from Enigma catching a 0 boostless Homing Pigeon off guard. What can you do?
I mean, the only thing I can say for Demo Demons is you need to have that third man back with some boost, right? I mean, that's the only way you're going to save one of those pop shots.
Yeah, big boost. The big boost pads aren't the only boost pads. Utilize those pennies. Utilize the small boosts. They're placed in a way in routes that honestly guide you towards where you're supposed to rotate. Pepper with the reverse clear. A bit of a team bumping here coming from Granny Shifters. A great clear coming from Enigma. Touch off the sidewall from Elf, trying to get a play of his own shot. A little too wide. Peeking Heat with the clear off this sidewall. Bump attempt coming from Elf. Ball banged off the corner. Obese Homing Pigeon gets the touch. Pepper, not a whole lot of boost. He's got to get something here. Gets the pop mid. That could be dangerous. Obese Homing Pigeon is up. It goes mid, but no one is there. Boa with not a whole lot of boost. Shot ringing off the sidewall. Getting another touch towards mid. And Granny Shifters just seem to be awkward. Shot on target, but saved and cleared away by Enigma.
Enigma putting in the work. Tries to run disruption for his own shot. Elf up for the double. Doesn't quite get the read he's looking for. Gonna be Boa sending it to the wall. Pepper, no boost. Can't really make a play. Able to get one though. Doesn't. Goes for an awkward 50 there, but doesn't quite have the touch. Obese up, sending it high. Gonna be PKD Yeet sending it to the sidewall. Pepper with a good read, sending it long. Gonna be Pepper trying for another read. Bit awkward off the divot there. I don't know what to call that.
But ladies and gentlemen, there is 10 seconds remaining here. Granny Shifters, they gotta hold out. They gotta deny any sort of goal from Demo Demons, and we're gonna be seeing the bracket reset. Potentially, the ball still left there, but no!
There we go!
Granny Shifters find the bracket reset.
I told you, they had it in them. Let's go.
Oh my God! What is this? The 8 seed?
This is the 8th seed of DIV. The Cinderella story is coming true.
I mean, to be fair, 6 games of Rocket League played already. That's like an hour of Rocket League. That's way more than I can handle before my brain just starts to turn off. So we'll see how Granny Shifters handle this. But hey, they were able to find that bracket reset. They are one step closer here from taking this grand finals win for DIV.
Yeah, I don't know what the timing situation is, but I think we're going to head to a little bit, a 5-minute intermission before moving on to the second series of this DIV Grand Finals.
Oh my God, DIV is my former home, and it's still it's still exciting to watch here. A lot of hype here coming from DIV. So yeah, 5 minutes. What does Demo Demons need to change to deny this grand finals win from Granny Shifters?
I think they just need to take a little bit of their time, kind of recollect. But I think we'll be sending it to an intermission. We will see you guys in 5 minutes.
Whew, 5 minutes was not enough time for me to regain any sort of my voice because I am losing it. But casting this hype series bracket reset, this is it here. This is for all the marbles. Demo Demons versus Granny Shifters. One of these teams is walking home with this grand finals win, and the other team is walking away with second place.
I mean, to be honest, it's been a hard-fought battle for both teams, right? We've seen some amazing shots coming out of Demo Demons, and kind of, I mean, it hasn't really been dominance from either team, right?
No,
it's been
it really
always
hasn't.
back and forth. So,
yeah, I mean, you got players like Pepper just ripping shots, nothing too crazy here. Enigma able to get those follow-up touches off a bang, off of 50, and you got who's it? PKD Yeet.
Yes.
You got PKD Yeet being that second man, getting the cuts, getting the 50s that his two teammates need, but you can't count out Demo Demons. Obese Homing Pigeon, he's getting these plays, he's getting these touches here with his two teammates. He's able to like sneak goals in here to take wins, to take games, but obviously it wasn't enough. Granny Shifters were able to get the bracket reset, so time will tell who's running away with this. And you saw this first game, you saw the first series, you saw the bracket reset. What are your predictions here going into this last final series?
I have to take Granny Shifters again. Honestly, I think after that kind of heater of a game, I think they're going to be a little bit on a decline. I'm going to say Game 7. I'm hoping it's a Game 5.
Okay, so I'm not going to count out Demo Demons, all right?
Fair enough, fair enough.
You have to hope that they came up with some sort of plan to counteract this Granny Shifters team. And if they're going to win this, it's going to be long. It's going to be a long, hard road ahead of them. And I could see Demo Demons potentially running away with this, but it's going to be a fight in 7 games.
Oh, there does look to be a hand up from Obese. I don't know what is going on, but it does look to be a bit of a connection issue. I don't know. Looks like we'll be starting this again here in a second, but I don't know. What are some players that you're kind of looking forward to in this series?
Well, obviously, you have Bepper able to find those goals that his team needs, able to build up that momentum. He's able to shoot it in a position where no one from Demo Demons is able to get a hand on it, able to find a touch, able to find a clear. But Obese Homing Pigeon as well, he's been getting good goals for himself. His other two teammates, they're no slouches. They've been there to help him out. And honestly, like, you got to watch out for all of these players. They're playing super well here, especially in this grand finals match. The LAN nerves, they don't really seem to be taking into effect for them, but it looks as though that the crowd is in favor of Granny Shifters. But one thing I would like to say is that the cardboard K-Tool cutout has been moved towards this Demo Demons team. So we'll see if this time they have what it takes to break that K-Tool curse.
It's, honestly, I find it kind of funny, switching it from side to side. Whoever did that, props to you. But I think we'll be getting back into this one here shortly. I think maybe a connection issue controller-wise, but I'm not 100% sure. Might be restarting. Not quite certain.
Even on LAN, that's not a DCRL stream if it isn't just a little bit scuffed.
Well, we have a bit of time, and with it being grand finals, I know we have quite a few viewers. So, if you haven't, use code DCRL in the item shop. I know that there are some new bundles coming out. I know that I will probably be using it.
You got the fire like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. Low-key. I'd be rocking that in cash.
Oh, nice. Follow our socials down below. Right, we're gonna try and post weekly content. We'll definitely be posting some highlights from LAN here if you missed yesterday or you're going to be missing later today. So join our Discord, get involved in some Sixers. It's always going to be kind of active. Hopefully, it'll be a little more active.
You at least have Red Wizard and Hypnotic in there as well.
True.
You got guaranteed 2 people in there for Sixers. But yeah, Sixers is a great way to play with a lot of these DCRL players, and it's just a great way to also like get some games in. Maybe get a little bit better for yourself. But hey, game number 1 here. Granny Shifters off the bracket reset. We'll see if this number 8 seed is able to take down this number 1 seed. Demo here on Obese Homing Pigeon from PKDE. Ball off the backboard. Pepper is up, unable to find the shot on target. Cleared away by Boa. Enigma on the sidewall, a little awkward. A shot coming from Elf. A bit of an unfortunate pinch. It's just going to float. Is anyone there? Yes, Enigma is there. But Obese Homing Pigeon trying to get the touch a little bit too wide. Hitting that Granny Shifters team. 50 here coming from PKDE off the sidewall. Dr. Pepper is there. Full tank of boost. Taking his time. Maybe he can get a pop. Yes, he does. Off the ceiling, but no one is there. And it gets cut by Boa.
Going to be Boa and Enigma. 50 on the wall. Enigma taking over. Going to be Boa off, trying to get a touch. PKD popping it around 1. Able Elf in a switch from the Dominus to the Octane, mind you. It's going to be Obese sending it out, trying to get it, but Enigma popping it up. Going to be Boa diving for it, not able to get a touch. Bepper trying to send one backside, doesn't quite get it. PKD opting for a 50, left for Enigma, popping it back. Sent off the sidewall here, popped up forward. Is anyone there? PKD doesn't quite have the boost. Enigma trying for the shot. Obese getting it past.
But yeah, an unfortunate double commit here coming from Granny Shifters. PKD trying to get the flick over 1, but denied by Boa. Boa with a full tank of boost. Gets it over 1. Good, he gets bumped. Elf is up, unable to get the touch. Obese Homing Pigeon is the last man back, getting 50 by PKD. Snagging that mid boost, leaving Homing Pigeon with not a whole lot. Elf forced to make some sort of clear, but it gets hit towards the corner. PKD lobbing it off the ceiling. Enigma is there. Shot denied by Elf. Able to deny that goal from Enigma.
Gonna be Bepper trying to take it out. Elf there again, easy for 50. A good 50 there with PKD and Boa sending it crossbar. Elf keeping the pressure on, forcing Enigma to make a touch out to the corner. Elf making a good turn, sending one on, but it's going to be Enigma, PKD sending it to the corner. Enigma down to Bepper, out, and Bepper is going to be chasing this one down, grabs the full boost, sends it to the backboard. No touch from Obese. Elf able to pick up though, keeping the pressure moving. Going to be PKD left to make a touch. He does successfully. Going to be Bepper. PKD often taken over top of his teammates, keeping control, gets the pop up. Going to be Boa. Tries to get a 50 with PKD. PKD beating him out though. Bepper getting a good turn. Pops it up backboard. He's there for the read. Not quite. Obese beating him out. Enigma sending it out mid. Elf taking up. Gonna be PKD trying to get that pressure back on the Demo Demon's side. Popped up to the sidewall. Is anyone from Granny Shifters up? Enigma able to get a shot on net. Elf popping it out to his corner. 2 minutes left and we still haven't seen a goal.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, first game of this grand finals match, bracket reset. I'm sure everyone is nervous. This is it. Everything is on the line. They got to get something. First team to make the mistake here is going to have all the momentum in the world here. Enigma getting the touch. That could be an open net. Does he get the follow-up?
That's so dangerous.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
Obese Homing Pigeon denying the own goal from Elf. Able to get the miracle save to deny that goal for Granny Shifters. Bepper is there. Shot on target.
Yes! Oh my gosh! An amazing shot. Saved by the crossbar. Elf trying to get something moving. Bepper just being Bepper. Being in the right place at the right time. Going up 1, a minute 20 left. Demo Demons, they need to get something. Otherwise, game 1 is going to be a demoralizer after the reset.
That was just such an unfortunate clear off the back wall coming from Elf. And unfortunately, the ball ends up going right in front of Bepper. Bepper getting the ceiling read. Boa forced to make it clear, but it's over there.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God! Granny Shifters finding 2 goals in 30 seconds with under a minute remaining. Demo Demons They need to figure out what they got to do to just get this equalizer to hope just deny Granny Shifters from potentially getting this win.
Oh,
Kickoff
no.
goal potentially, though, coming from Enigma off the backboard.
Do
Dr.
it!
Pepper is there. Unfortunate touch from a beast. PKDE is there. Bounces off the ceiling. Enigma is up, trying to get the touch off the sidewall. Elf unable to get there. Obese homing pigeon setting it off the sidewall, getting the beat on PKDE. But Dr. Pepper, being that third man, hits it towards the sidewall. Great bump coming from Elf. But Boa is there. That's a dangerous floater there going in front of the Granny Shifter's net. Cut by Ismi Boa. Banged by Enigma. That's off the backboard, but Elf able to get that touch. Getting a very awkward 50 from Enigma. This pressure back and forth in the corner. Beast homing pitch, not a whole lot of boost. Gets the flick on target. Oh my god! Denied by Enigma. That was so close for Demo Demons, but this pressure still on Granny Shifter's side. 10 seconds. They got to come up with something, but I mean,
no.
2 goals. Oh, don't do it. Dr. Pepper. Oh my god. Not quite able to get to Dookie. And ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 going towards Granny Shifters.
Granny Shifters, the dangerous, dangerous lads. Oh my gosh. Are they a powerhouse after the reset? I mean, oh no. Is that a... That's not quite a Snell coming out of Boa, but that's not what you want to see coming out of Demo Demons.
You almost snelled something. Not quite, but
it's almost there.
He did get that save, so he contributed to his team. But I mean, like Granny Shifters, they were just able to force Demo Demons to be awkward, and they were able to get those follow-up touches off of those awkward touches. They're exactly where they need to be there. You see it right there. That awkward clear coming from Elf just drops right in front of Dr. Pepper, able to get that shot on target, and that just left all of the Demo Demons defenders awkward and helpless. They were unable to get a hand on any sort of ball here. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get going here into game number 2.
Yeah, game number 2. Demo Demons need to take this one if they don't want that pressure from Granny Shifters to keep on coming. It's going to be immediately the ball on Demo Demons' side. Enigma keeping it going. It's going to be Elf trying to get that clear. He does. PKDE taking the 50 off the sidewall. Not enough boost. Obstacle off the ceiling. Oh, going to be Obese able to keep control. Pepper popping it high. Is any of his teammates there? Not quite.
Oh,
a double commit coming out of Demo Demons. Obese homing pigeon able to keep coming though. Gonna be PKD popping it up off the sidewall. Boa gets an awkward touch. Obese has to make a touch here. He does. A successful touch. Pepper able to shut him down though. And 50 coming out between Elf and Pepper sends it to the side. PKD with all the time in the world sends it heavy. Oh, gonna be Obese getting a good touch, trying to get a clear out. Elf, bit of an awkward touch, switching from the Octane to the Fennec. What is going on?
I mean, it's the same hitbox. Switching cars, it can be like a pseudo form of placebo. You know, maybe you're just not feeling it in that car, and placebos, they work, right? If you feel confident, you play confident, and that honestly might just be the thing that this Demo Demons team needs here. A very fortunate 50 here coming from Elf, bang towards towards this Demo Demons net there. But shot coming from Enigma, that might just go in. No, a little bit too wide there. Elf hitting it off the side post. PKDE is there though, but no. Boa able to get the clear. Ball bouncing off the sidewall again, and it just seems to be stuck in this corner here for Oh my god! It just seems to be stuck in this Demo Demons corner here. That as soon as they get some sort of clear, it's just banged right back by Granny Shifters. That is a very fortunate demo there coming from Dr. Pepper, but cleared away by Elf.
That Granny Shifters offensive rotation is very, very aggressive, but let's see if their defensive one is just as good. It's going to be Obese keeping it on the side. A pinch up. This could be dangerous or just in. Enigma able to get there in time though. Elf opts to put one on. A double commit coming out. Going to be PKD keeping on. Obese puts one on. Is anyone there? Of course, Pepper is. Elf trying to get something set up for his team. It's off the back wall. Enigma with a miss. Two of the Demo Demons are up, and no one from Granny Shifters not able to get the save.
Yeah, this time Dr. Pepper was not able to bail out his team there on this defensive rotation. But, I mean, they did double commit. but they did still score the goal. But that double commit could have been bad if they weren't able to get it in. This kickoff going towards Granny Shifter's favor, ball careening towards the side wall, banged by Alb's homing pitch and getting the touch mid. That is a floater. Boa is up, shot denied by PKD Yeet, able to meet him in the air. Shot also on target here by Elf, but this time denied by Enigma. Alb's homing pitch trying to get a solo play, gets the 50. Boa is there. That is another great 50 coming from Boa again. Getting the touch off the corner, not quite what he was looking for though. Unable to make connection. PKD Yeet with all the boost in the world off the sidewall. That's a great bang. Do we see a double tap opportunity? No! Denied by, I believe, Elf.
Gonna be sent to this Granny Shifter's corner. Bepper with a decent enough 50. Elf able to try and get a shot on. Gonna be Bepper kind of pressuring in the corner. Obese getting a good pinch off the wall out though. Enigma turning back for the goal, waiting for that Obese's shot. A very good play. Bepper going for that clear, doesn't quite get the power. Boa awkward. Elf picking up. Boa up already. Gets it past the one. Has the control for the two. Doesn't have the angle for that zero angle double. Gonna be PKD up on the sidewall. Can he get one out to his teammates? Not before a pinch comes out of the Demo Demon, sending it to the sidewall. Bepper not quite having the angle to put it on. Enigma gets a touch, shutting down two of the Demo Demon's players. A 50 sends it to the backboard. Elf is up, tries to shut down Bepper, but Bepper sending it just a little too wide. Enigma pops it up. Could be dangerous if someone from Granny Shifters doesn't get there. PKD Yeet able to get there though. Bepper off the backboard, tries to keep it out of his net. 45 seconds left, and Granny Shifters need to relieve this pressure. But it's not working out! Boa right in the way.
The Demo Demons finally able to find pressure of their own, able to this time get Granny Shifters on the back end, and they're forced to just be on their side. I'm loving this pressure coming from Demo Demons. They're able to get stuff started there. A little bit awkward though. Unable to touch, but Bepper's just off the sidebar. Oh my god! A life-saving save here coming from, I believe that's Elf, but a Demo is on Obi's home pitch. A little over 20 seconds left. That could just be an open net, but no! Cleared away by Obi's home pitching, banging it towards the sidewall. Gets the grid 50 off of Bepper, but cleared away by Enigma. But Boa is there, grabbing the corner boost. But with 10 seconds down by 2, I believe this game is gonna go towards Demo Demons.
5 seconds left, almost a double coming out of Elf. Would have been an amazing shot to end off the game. But Demo Demons going up, or tying in series, up 2-0 in this game.
Oh my god. You can't relax when you're casting these series.
Absolutely
you just
not.
Can't. These teams, they're ripping shots. Like you have Bepper, PKD, Enigma ripping shots, but then you also have Obese homing pigeon, Elf, Boa trying to get those team plays going. They're trying to find each other, and it's working here and there ever so often. This time, the game did sway towards Demo Demons. So you get a touch off the backboard there from Obese, and Boa, trusting that touch, was there to clean up the pass there for Obese homing pigeon. You see there that first goal, I believe, for Demo Demons. A bit of a double commit there, but it did end up going their way. And I'm curious as to what plan they came up with to stop this Granny Shifters team.
I don't know, but it looks to be working. One thing I would like to note on, in the stat lines of that last game, Demo Demons had double the saves that Granny Shifters had. Going to be Obese leading that with 4 of them. I mean, with that kind of defensive rotation, just shutting down Granny Shifters early on, Boa almost with a good shot in. I mean, you can't really miss those, but Demo Demons able to keep up that defensive rotation, but their offensive one seems to be working out pretty well. Bepper trying to get something moving for his own team. An awkward 50, and this ball's just going to kind of move.
I mean, the play style here in this game number 3 seems to be one of banging it hard and hoping that it goes in your favor here. PKD Yeet, for the first time this game, taking it slow, getting the flick over the Demo Demons here. 50 coming from Enigma, rolling off of this corner, cleared away by Elf. who's able to get the touch over Enigma though. Double tap opportunity though coming from Dr. Pepper. Putting it mid though, but no, denied by Obese Homing Pigeon. Not a whole lot of boost. Boa getting that touch, but it's just gonna roll straight back to Pepper. Trying to get the corner read though, but he lets off his boost. Leaving that play towards Elf. Obese Homing Pigeon debating it off his own backboard. Enigma creeping up just a little bit too far, unable to get the follow-up there, and it forces PK to yeet, and the entire roster of Granny Shifters to triple commit to get that save.
That could have been bad if PKD bumped his teammate instead of getting the touch. That's not something you want to see. Granny Shifters stressing out, maybe just a bit of the nerves, but they need to keep those comms up if they don't want to have double commits like that. PKD trying to get something moving. Boa off the sidewall down to Elf. This could just be it. No one from Granny Shifters. They're on the rotation. Demo Demons going up 1, 3-15.
Like I said before, no one expects the bounce shot. Like, no one, every time there's been a bounce shot from anyone, that no one was able to save it there, and that just further proves my point there. Obese Homing Pigeon and Elf unable to make connection though. That could just be another shot on target, but no! Off of the post there. Great 50 there coming off of Dr. Pepper. It's just going to float mid. Enigma, not a whole lot of boost. PKD forced to make some sort of clear over to the side. Homing Pigeon is there, but no, denied by Pepper. Pepper getting the bump off Boa. That's an unfortunate touch though coming from him. That's dangerous. The demo getting the bump. It's open for Obese Homing Pigeon!
Demo Demons doing their name, demoing and being aggressive. Boa getting a demo and the bump on the first and second man in net, leaving Obese with a beautiful shot on net.
Finally, Demo Demons able to keep up with their namesake. They're able to get these demos opening up the pitch here for themselves. This Demo Demons team, they're finally waking up. They're finally keeping with their namesake. We'll see if it's enough. There is half a game played here. Shot on target though, but no! A little bit too wide. Elf trying to get the redirect here. Boa off the corner, unable to make contact. That is just sent mid. Enigma is there. Do we get the shot? Oh! Off the Phantom fourth man. That is the crossbar.
That's rough to see. Granny Shifters with the opportunity, just not able to capitalize on it. Bit of the LAN nerves, just rushing to get that shot on net. Ends up with too much power. Gonna be Enigma sending it down to his teammate, trying to get that shot back. Obese popping it to the other side. Pepper forced to make a turn, sends it awkward out mid. Boa able to capitalize on it, trying to get something moving out to Elf. PKD sending it far, sending it wide. Gonna be Obese trying to get this pressure back onto the Granny Shifter side. Two of the Granny Shifters up for that, not able to get the clear that they're looking for there. Elf trying to get a shot on. Enigma popping it high. Obese popping it higher. Can be PKD sending it out in front of the net. Has the boost to go for something else. Doesn't quite get it past. Enigma getting a pop, leaving Pepper back on first. PKD looking like he wants to cut that. Leaving it for his teammate though. Pepper sends it up high. Is anyone there? PKD is PKD with the redirect.
PKD with an outstanding backboard read here, coming off the pass from Dr. Pepper. That Demo Demons defender unable to get the read himself, getting beat out by PKD. And there are signs of life here for Granny Shifters in game number 3. A minute 12 seconds left here. That is a lot of time. That is a lot of time in terms of Rocket League. PKD trying to get a touch mid though. Enigma getting the touch off the ceiling. That's a dangerous waterfall. Can he get the touch of his own? No! Denied by Obese Homing Pigeon. PKD with not a whole lot of boost there. Obese trying to get the touch mid, trying to get the dump, but Enigma jumping right over him. Boa getting the touch mid, but no one is there. Cleared away towards the sidewall for PKD. He does get the follow-up touch. Dr. Pepper trying to get some sort of
that's dangerous.
Teammate. That's a little bit awkward though, but no one from Demo Demons able to capitalize on that.
That was a dangerous double commit coming out of Granny Shifters, but Demo Demons having a double commit of their own. It's unfortunate to see, but 30 seconds left. Pepper sends it high to the backboard. Can he get the read?
No.
Just wide. Is anyone there from Granny Shifters? No, but
open
Obese
net.
is open net. He sends it far. Elf getting the bump, going up 3-1, 17 seconds left. It's looking like game number 3 is going to Demo Demons.
Hey, don't count Granny Shifters out yet. 17 seconds is more than enough time to get at least 6 kickoff goals. Who knows, maybe 5. I might be overestimating it, but miracles like that can happen there. Ball floating towards the side. Bepper, no, unable to get the touch. Cleared away by Elf, hitting it towards the sidewall. And with 5 seconds left, game number 3 going towards Granny Shift. No, whoa, my bad. Demo Demons. No, whoa.
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 All right, but taking a look at the stats here, 6 shots coming out of Obese. I mean, having a 33% shooting percentage in this game isn't terrible, especially when you're up 2, right? I mean, it's just a timeout apparently coming out of Granny Shifters.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do there? Demo Demons, they seem to have found their momentum, and they were able to steal this series away from Granny Shifters. They had signs of life there, finding a goal, but they only had another minute, a little over a minute, to get the follow-up, to get that equalizer. And I mean, like, you gotta wonder what they're able to come up with. And Demo Demons, they played good this time. They were able to get those. They were able to get those demos, find a disruption on this team, and Granny Shifters, they were just looking very, very awkward, and that just led to rotational mistakes. They're getting poor clears, and Demo Demons, they were just able to take advantage of that. But you gotta wonder though, what sort of plan is Granny Shifters gonna formulate here? They did call that timeout, so you gotta wonder, how are they gonna stop Demo Demons from finding these demos, getting the disruptions, because it just hasn't seemed to be working for them. But I gotta try to keep yapping here. My co-host is using the bathroom, so but I mean, this Demo Demons team, they came out swinging. They don't want to lose. This is both teams' final life. The loser is getting sent home, and the winner get the bragging rights. They win it all, and they will be the champions for Div D. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get started here with game number 4. You gotta wonder what sort of plan Granny Shifters has been cooking. It's me, Boa, getting the 50 there. Pikaday Yeet getting the clear out of his corner. They're able to beat out Obese Homing Pigeon. Boa, not a whole lot of boost. Pikaday Yeet putting it mid though, but no, denied and cleared away by Elf. Can he get a shot of his own? Enigma forced to clear it towards his own corner. I'm not sure who that was. I believe that was Enigma getting the boost from the corner. Pikaday Yeet sending it towards the Demo Demons pitch. A bump there on the goal line. Elf forced to make the save. Dr. Pepper trying to get a shot. A little bit too wide. Sent towards, this time, the Demo Demons corner. Dr. Pepper unable to get the touch mid. Boa trying to get the pinch though, but it's cleared. Not cleared away, I guess, but shot opportunity coming from Pikaday Yeet.
Gonna be Obese Homing Pigeon now, trying to get something moving. Boa picking up after a pop shot from Granny Shifters. Gonna be PKD Yeet sending one wide for Enigma. Gets the dunk on Elf. It's still high. Obese is awkward. Is anyone there? Obese actually able to get the touch, surprisingly. Enigma sends one wide. Boa getting an awkward touch there, leaving his teammates kind of awkward. Gonna be sent out wide there by Elf. A demo coming out from Bepper, giving his teammates some time. It's gonna be just Obese keeping that pressure on. And a big pinch coming out, sending it to the Demo Demons side. Is anyone up? PKD Yeet is he able to put one on? Not quite. Boa able to send it to the corner before anyone from Granny Shifters can pick it up.
Yeah, Pepper cutting off that clear there, getting the 50 on Elf. Ball bounces off the ceiling. Boa unable to make contact. Enigma is up there, but no. Denied by Obese Homing Pigeon. This is an open net though. One defender left there, unable to get the flip on Pepper, and Enigma fighting the demo on Boa. Elf trying to get a shot on target. It's just wide open there for Demo Demons.
Elf able to pick up the shot. Dr. Pepper trying out. PKD pushed up a little too far. And I think Enigma thought it was clear to go grab boost. Bit of a miscommunication there. But Granny Shifters need to fix that now. 3 minutes left. They're down one.
Oh, a very big clear there coming from Elf. Obese homing pigeon trying to get the follow-up here, but denied by Dr. Pepper. Elf and PKDE do find that 50, but it careens towards the ceiling, bouncing towards the corner. A little bit of a team bump there, but Enigma able to find his footing, getting the touch mid. Elf clearing it away, but Pepper is there, getting the touch mid, trying to get the follow-up shot. Enigma off the backboard. Is anyone there? No. PKDE being that patient third man, but he does creep a little bit too far. Elf trying to get a solo play going, but gets demoed for his efforts.
Gonna be Granny Shifters trying to shift what is it, pressure.
Oh.
And Obese putting a clanger on. Gonna be Dr. Beppa trying to get something moving. His entire team kind of sitting in wait. They're playing super defensive. That's, I mean, somewhat what you want to do, but you need to have that offensive pressure. PKDE trying to set something up, but Boa cutting it off early. Gonna be Pepper trying to get something moving for his team. Goes, gets the one, tries to go for the bump, leaves it for Enigma, popping it high. Boa able to get there first. Pepper having a good rotation back. Bit of a car lock here. Pepper breaking it. Not something I thought I'd see, but an amazing shot coming out of the sidewall. Pepper, dude, honestly, I can't blame you for breaking that.
Yellow Dog would certainly be in favor of that there. Pepper he breaks that whatever rule it is, rule 4, rule 5, rule 2, whatever. There's so many rules when it comes to Rocket League, but Pepper breaking that lock there, and he's able to find an absolute banger off the sidewall there. Boa trying to find one on his own, sends it towards his granny shifter corner. Pepper is there though, getting a great 50. That's a very bad mistouch there coming from Boa, hitting it towards the corner. Enigma is there, but he put it in reverse term. Boa getting that touch. Obese homing pigeon, keeping this pressure alive, sending it towards his granny shifter's pitch, but it gets banged back by Dr. Pepper. Pepper trying to find the demo, unable to find it. Touch coming from Boa, unable to make contact with that, denied and cut off by Enigma, who tries to get a touch of his own. This ball is going towards PKDE, who opts to find the demo, maybe, but no, he turns away. Elf with not a whole lot of boost. I'm not sure if he did steal that corner. It doesn't look like he did there, but Obese homing pigeon into his own corner, able to get the fake, able to play off that misread there, and Elf gets this clear up high for Boa.
45 seconds left. PKD trying to get something moving to get this game up 1 for him. Enigma up for a possible shot. It's free.
Oh!
Great placement and a double commit coming out of Demo Demons.
Elf finding the lead here for Demo Demons. If they're able to keep this alive, keep this pressure going, if they win this game number 4, they find themselves on match point.
This is issues for Granny Shifters, but a possible shot coming out. Granny Shifters is pushed way too far up though for this. Obese homing pigeon keeping the pressure moving. 20 seconds left, doesn't matter to him. It keeps the pressure up. Elf almost with another shot. Boa sending it back up to that corner backboard. PKD trying to get something moving. 10 seconds left. Pepper zooming in, trying to keep pressure on. Not able to get there, though. A double commit coming out of Demo Demons.
Oh.
Pepper with the redirect.
Oh,
1 second. Is it in? Pepper with the 0 second. Game 4 overtime.
Pepper with the miracle touch forces Elf to get the mistouch of his own. It bounces off the sidewall straight into the Demo Demons net. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied here overtime in game number 4. The winner, if Demo Demons win this, they'll be on match point. If Granny Shifters win this, they will be tied. It'll turn into basically a best of 3 yet again. But in overtime, it all comes down to which team is going to make the mistakes first. And Granny Shifters, they've been a little antsy, but so has Demo Demons. The nerves are real. They're trying to get some sort of play going. PKD banging it off the side, bringing it towards this Demo Demons corner, denied by Obese homing pigeon, banging it off the sidewall. Demo there, coming out from Boa, getting Enigma, getting the 50 there, getting the 50 off the corner, cleared towards the sidewall from Elf. PKD keeping this pressure, but it's going to get cleared away by Boa.
Going to be sent high by Enigma. Enigma trying to get a shot on Obese. Opts for the turn. Pepper sends one high, tries for the double. Cut off by Elf. Gonna be PKD sending it to the sidewall. Elf popping it high. Enigma gets one. Bepper trying to get something moving, but it's gonna be sent high. Bepper sending it to the corner. Obese out center, trying to get something moving. Cut off by PKD, sent back to the corner. Enigma sends it high. It's awkward. A save! What a save! What a save! Dude, what is going on?
Back-to-back saves coming from Granny. Oh, that's a dangerous ball, though. Granny Shifters are left scrambling on their side of the pitch. They got to get some sort of clear. Deny this pressure from Demo Demons. Boa trying to get the touch mid. Obese Homing Pigeon trying to rip the shot. Floater for Elf. Elf is up, though. Look, on it, both Bepper unable to make the touch. Wait, double tap opportunity. Elf is there!
Demo Demons making capital of an amazing pass by Boa and just an awkward defense from Granny Shifters. Demo Demons, they're going to match point. If they win this, I believe they actually make Obese Homing Pigeon's playoff predictions perfect.
I gotta take a breather. That the Elf able to get the play off of the mistouch. No one from Granny Shifters able to find that touch, that clear. They needed to get a great clear because they were just stuck on their half for most of that overtime there. And at the end of the day, that Demo Demons pressure was just too much for Granny Shifters here in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, Granny Shifters are going to need to switch something up. If they want to have any shot here, they have to win 3 games back to back to back in order to win this LAN. I mean, Demo Demons, they just need this next one. That's all they need. They have 3 extra games to play with. This is not something you want to see, even after some of these amazing shots that Bepper's had.
Just because they have 3 lives doesn't mean they can take this. They proceed with caution. They gotta strike while the iron is hot. They are carrying this momentum from this overtime. Elf getting the clear off the corner, trying to get the read there, getting a little bit of a zap dash there. Boa trying to get the touch. That's gonna waterfall. No, it bounces off the ceiling there. Oh, and it's just gonna go in for a Beast Homing Pigeon. 12 seconds in, and we already find a goal for Demo Demons.
That is a crazy bounce. Pinch shot? Clanger?
Touch, bang, clanger banger, I don't know, something. I don't care what it was. It still went in here. Demo Demons finding that early lead there, but we might just see another response there. Enigma unable to find the touch, cleared away by a Beast Homing Pigeon. It's going to bounce off the corner. Can he get the touch mid? Yes, he does. It is going to float there. It's Boa unable to make contact there, but Soul with Bepper unable to keep that pressure. Getting it over one. He eats his Wheaties, able to get that dead 50 off of this Granny Shifters team, and they're able to respond in kind, finding the equalizer here at game number 5.
Yeah, PKD Yeet, he knows how to ball.
He knows ball.
Getting a great touch off an aerial. I mean, sending Granny Shifters tied up. There's still 420 left in this match. That's a lot of Rocket League. This game is still undecided. Granny Shifters sends it to the corner. PKD Yeet gonna try for something. Opts to leave it for the ground play. Sends it back to Enigma after a bad 50. Could be on, but Obese is there. Demoed for his efforts. Sent back over by PKD Yeet. Opts to go up. Sends it back towards him. Gonna be Bepper. Sends it up to the backboard. Elf getting an amazing touch off. Back to PKD, trying to keep the pressure on. Elf there again. Enigma to the backboard. Enigma for the read. Not quite on. Elf back again in the corner. Trying to get it out of his half. PKD Yeet there. No, trying to send it back. A back pass. A dunk. Bepper to his own corner though.
Enigma getting an unfortunate touch there. Getting that unfortunate pinch mid, but Obese finding the touch mid. Enigma with not a whole lot of boost. Boa with the unfortunate backflip, forcing Elf to get something, but there's only one defender here. Can Boa get the outplay? No, but he does find the 50 going back. He gets the redirect off the corner, a little awkward, but Enigma with a great clear, but Elf is there with the bounce shot this time, not going in. Very surprising. Boa getting a very unfortunate 50 there in the corner. Getting another unfortunate 50, getting an awkward cut there on his own teammate. Enigma trying to keep this pressure on this Demo Demon's pitch. Gets finding the touch off the sidewall. This homing pigeon is there, but that is another dead 50, but Elf is able to respond in time to keep it from going into their net.
It's going to be PKD Yeet trying to get something moving. Enigma able to get the touch off to the other side. Still on the wall, gets one. That
touch.
Could be dangerous.
Oh no!
It's so dangerous. Enigma with a great shot, but Demo Demons just don't have the control and are just moving a little too fast to make this save.
That would be one of the times when you want to utilize that backboard. Let the backboard do the work for you. You're not using a whole lot of boost. You're able to carry a lot of your momentum and still have your flip to get that save there. But Demo Demons might be able to get a goal back in kind. Elf trying to get the shot in the net. Denied by PKD, but Homing Pigeon going to get the pinch off the corner. Able to get the 50 off the corner again, but cleared away by PKD. His ball going straight towards Elf. Met well by Bepper. That is going to go mid. No, cut off by, I believe that was Boa. Pigeon trying to get the touch mid. Elf is up. Can he get the touch? No, not quite on target, but Boa's there. Cleared away by Bepper. Not a whole lot of boost, but can he get the touch mid? Can he find that follow-up? Yes, he can. Gets it over one. Are his teammates there? Yes, they are. Enigma getting the 50, but oh no, an unfortunate mistouch there coming from Enigma, but PKD Yeet able to bail him out.
Maybe PKD Yeet up still again. Obese with the shot on. Bepper being there as a solid defender. Gets one up to the backboard. Is anyone there? Sends it out to the corner. Enigma. Gonna be Elf. Popping it high. PKD Yeet able to jump it though. Obese sends it to the corner. Bepper lying in wait. Doesn't get the second touch. Enigma gets one, but Obese being there to block it for Elf. Gonna be PKD keeping this pressure on, able to get a good 50 off of Boa. Still there, gets the touch. Is anyone there? And Enigma off of PKD Yeet's amazing pass.
Way to keep up with your teammate. An amazing pass coming from PKD Yeet. Enigma was right where he needed to be, able to get that follow-up touch to secure the third goal here for Granny Scepters. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Demo Demons gotta come up with something here just to find this equalize. You are on match point. You do have 3 more lives here, but you don't want to have to use them. You want to close it out as soon as possible. And as I say that, Elf finding the first of 2 to get this equalizer for Demo Demons.
Elf able to take advantage of PKD Yeet jumping just a little too early with not enough boost. Able to cut off his touch way earlier than he expected. Only 1 goal down, Demo Demons. They have a minute to play. Let's see if they can do anything. But PKD sends a clanger to the back of the net.
Just when you thought Demo Demons was on pace for a comeback, PKD Yeet with a clanger touch off of the sidewall on his own half, able to get it over all 3 of these Demo Demons defenders. The 50 though off the ceiling. Pepper unable to make contact. Pigeon is up there. No, denied, but Elf is there. But Elf able to find that follow-up touch, and just as you thought though, all the momentum was taken away by Demo Demons, they were able to find it right back there. And ladies and gentlemen, 44 seconds. Demo Demons are down by 1. They got to get something going. They need that miracle play. They got to keep this offensive. They got to keep these offensive plays rolling. 37 seconds. No, a clear there. Elf is able to respond. Able to get a good touch. Does he get the follow-up? Bepper unable to make contact. 50 coming from Enigma. Boa off the sidewall getting the touch mid. Enigma hitting it towards the sidewall. Bringing it up the wall. 12 boost. Not a whole lot he can do. Homing Pigeon unable to get the touch. Cleared away by Elf.
Gonna be Bepper full boost and the ball trying to get something moving out of this corner. Enigma trying to back pass for his teammate. Elf rushing in to take the ball to the other side. Granny Shifters just need to play for this 8 seconds. 7-6. It goes. It's still up. Let's see. Bepper up for the shot. Elf clearing out. Boa gets it up. It's still up. Granny Shifters. Game number, what is that, 4, 5?
Game number 5.
Hey, Granny Shifters can't make it in 5, but they can make it in 7.
Make it in 7, they can. Granny Shifters.
K-Tool, what are you doing?
No!
He's
no,
moving!
don't move it!
K-Tool's on the other side!
K-Tool!
He's
What's
been
happening?
moved! What a tragic series of events. His vote has been switched.
Mid-series, K-Tool decides to move the curse away over onto this Granny Shifters team. It seems as though that he's rooting for Demo Demons as well, but they lost one of their 3 lives. They're still on match point, so they more than have the advantage here against Granny Shifters, but time will tell if Granny Shifters are able to also bring them to match point and hopefully maybe take it in game number 7.
K-Tool, you've made your bed, and now you have to lie in it. Granny Shifters need 2 more games before they take Grand Finals.
I mean, I think it's funny that this is the first time during this LAN that K-Tool has in fact rescinded his prediction and opts to put it onto the other team, but we'll see if Granny Shifters are able to break this K-Tool curse and bring this series to game number 7. Pepper getting the clear over 1. Obese Homing Pigeon is the last one, banging it towards the sidewall. PKDE is there, hitting it towards the corner. Can he find the touch mid? Yes, he does, but no one is there. Elf getting the clear out here, banging it towards this Granny Shifters pitch.
Oh! Pepper able to get it around 2, sends it up high. None of his teammates are there. Pepper with the shot! BKD with the shot! That's what we're talking about. Granny Shifters still have the momentum. They still have it. PKD able to pick off where Pepper leaves him.
Not even 30 seconds into this series, and Granny Shifters were able to find the opening goal. There's momentum carrying towards Granny Shifters. An unfortunate 50 coming from Pepper. It is going to float dangerously in front of this Granny Shifters net, but cleared away by, I believe that's PKDE. Unable to get the touch, but he does find the demo here on Obese Homing Pigeon. Elf unable to make the touch. A little bit of a double commit though. This could be dangerous.
That
this might
so
just float in off the backboard. Pepper unable to find the touch. I believe that's cleared away by Obese Homing Pigeon. Able to get that save to get a yeet. Pressure, hitting it towards the backboard.
Oh, no.
Enigma unable to find the touch, but it is just going to float
it.
right in there.
Yes!
Able to float it in for Granny Shifters.
PKD Yeet getting that backboard read. We've seen it before. Up to 4 minutes left. Demo Demons look like they're losing steam.
Losing steam indeed. Granny Shifters up by 2 already. They want to bring this series to game number 7, but we'll see if they have the chops. There is over 3 minutes here for Demo Demons. That is more than enough time for them to get this game back and carry that momentum for this win here. They don't want to bring, they do not absolutely want to bring this game to game number 7 because Granny Shifters, they have this momentum. Elf trying to get this pressure alive. Obese hitting it towards the corner. Pepper getting a big bang here. PKD Heat keeping this momentum going. Elf able to bang it off the corner, but gets demoed for his efforts. Boa hitting it towards the sidewall, and I believe that was PKD Heat also hitting it towards the sidewall. Shot opportunity though, and it goes in!
PKD comes in hot. Back pass to Pepper. Pepper up to PKD. Around Elf, in front of Boa, and behind Pigeon. An amazing shot placement.
Absolutely not what you want to see here if you're rooting for the boys in blue. Demo Demons down by 3. And as I say that, down by 4. They got to score a goal every, I believe, like 40, 50 seconds just to even tie it up. But Granny Shifters, they just seem to be running away with it.
I mean, you can play time for 3 minutes, but knowing Granny and knowing PKD, he's still hungry for more. Enigma still on the ball, trying to get something moving down to to Obese. Gonna be 2 Granny Shifters up on the backboard, sends it out wide. Elf back in the Dominus. Enigma back in that corner, trying to get something moving. PKD hungry. Jumps on that ball early, but Obese able to get something moving. Elf with a good 50 back to Boa, and yeah, this ball has just been kind of stuck on this Granny Shifter side after that goal.
I mean, Yeah, but to be fair, they haven't conceded any goals here. Enigma, bit of an awkward touch. Boa is there. Shot ripped on target though, but denied by Enigma, who's trying to get the pinch, unable to make contact. No one is there, but Obvious Homing Pigeon is shot on target. They send 2 of the roster to get the save. Boa is there, but no, shot off wide. It's rolling up high. Bepper off the backboard, able to get the clear, but Demo Demons keeping this ball on the Granny Shifter's pitch off the backboard and float straight for Elf, but no, pinched yet again towards the sidewall.
Gonna be Granny Shifter still fighting for pressure. A good aerial dunk coming out. Bepper with a shot, sends it wide. Elf sending it to the other corner. Bepper leaving it for PKD Yeet. He's gonna try and get something moving. Shut down by Boa. Bepper sends it one high. Is anyone there? Elf is again. Bepper gonna turn, jumps, gets 1. Can he get 2? Has the boost, doesn't quite have the angle though. Obese cutting it off before he can get it. Gonna be Enigma sending it far. Boa shutting it down in the mid. An open net.
No.
Granny Shifter's not able to get the pressure on enough. Missed by 1. Gonna be an amazing 50 there. Bepper kind of rushing in, trying to get Boa off. Good shot coming up from PKD. Granny Shifters now have 5.
Granny Shifters in 5. Demo Demons unable to find a goal of their own here in game number 6. They gotta find something, even if you don't win this series. If you gotta get that pick-me-up goal. You can't let your morale tank here, especially potentially going into game number 7. But in my opinion, these last 60 seconds are all but a formality. Granny Shifters, they seem to be walking away here in game number 6. Homing Pigeon off the corner, keeping it on this Granny Shifter's pitch. Cleared away by, I believe that was Enigma. Elf getting the full boost, takes it up the sidewall. 50 by Bepper, that's awkward. It floats in front of the Demo Demons half, and PKD
no!
Oh no! Finding the 6th goal here for Granny Shifters.
Cosmic, I hate to say it, man, but this game turns from who's gonna win into does Granny Shifter possibly get the Brazil? I mean, it's gonna be sad to see, but they're up 6, 41 seconds left. Demo Demons need an amazing amount of pressure that they just haven't had this entire game.
Yeah, they really haven't. All the pressure has just seemed to be siphoned by this Granny Shifters team. And when the ball is on this Granny Shifters half, Demo Demons, they're unable to find the shots on target. They're unable to find like those demos. They have stopped completely with the disruptions when they're trying to get this pressure going, and they gotta fix something. 10 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 6 going towards Granny Shifters.
I mean, it's just kind of sad to see Demo Demons coming in so hot on game point. They needed this for the win. This is the only game that they needed. Granny Shifters coming in so hot though.
Oh no. That's
wait.
Before we bring it up, there is a timeout.
Timeout coming from Demo Demons, but that doesn't stop. I think what we both smell here.
You smell it.
Yeah,
I smell it. The Tony smell coming from Elf.
It's a little sad to see, but I mean, what do you really change? I mean, Demo Demons, they've been lacking pressure, in lack of better words.
Well, the games that they've taken from this Granny Shifters team, it's come from them finding those demos and just all in all making Granny Shifters awkward. Because they respond, but it takes them at least 1 to 2 business days when that disruption does happen. And that's more than enough of a window for Demo Demons to find goals. But during that game number 6, they haven't been doing that. And I believe that is the root cause as to why they lost that game.
Yeah, but granted being said, this is going to be game number 13 that these boys have played of Rocket League, right? I think anyone can be a little bit too exhausted after playing an amazing couple of games. But this is moving into game number 13 here very shortly. Demo Demons, they need to find that pressure. But if they play too closely, Granny Shifters is going to run away with this game. I mean, they need to play a delicate balance of good offense, but still having someone back to keep that pressure on when that clear is coming.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into game number 7. This is it. The winner of this is going to be winning the grand finals of Div D, and the loser, unfortunately, they'll take second place. They were the second best team in their division, but it's not that winner's title. It's not the trophy that both of these teams are trying to get here. And you got, I mean, game 7, bracket reset, grand finals. The nerves have to be high, and it's all going to come down to who finds this goal first, because I believe that'll be the team to run away with game number 7. Boa and PKD Yeet unable to find contact here. You can see it already.
No.
The nerves there. Bepper shot not quite on target, bounces off the sidewall. Elf is there to get it on this Granny Shifter's pitch. Cut and cleared away by Enigma.
Whoa.
Boa with the almost double tap opportunity, hitting it on this Granny Shifter's half. Beginning Heat, not a whole lot of boost. That's a great pop-up though coming from Abyss. Can he get the second touch? Yes, he does!
Can.
And it's almost in, but no! Cleared away by Bepper, but Boa keeping the pressure alive. It bounces off of this corner. Elf taking it slow, unable to get to 50. PKD Yeet getting that touch, but that's a very awkward clear. No, it's a pass to Boa that might just go in! Abyss homing pigeon, able to clean up off of that 50 for Boa, and Demo Demons might have just gained the momentum they needed to take this last game.
I already know what they have changed. Demo Demons have taken their time. They're loosening up their rotations a little bit, waiting for Granny Shifter's double commits. They're letting their teammates go. They're letting those bangs happen and having that space. They're not playing as aggressive, and it seems to be working out for them. But it's the first time we're seeing them kind of on that defense, and it immediately switches to Granny Shifters on it. Gonna be Bepper flying at the corner, not able to get the touch, leaving it back for PKD Yeet, able to get the one. Can get the 2 over. Is that in? Not quite. Just an awkward bounce. Bepper's there. It's going to be a double hit.
Elf, what are we
doing? To the side. Letting Granny Shifters get back. PKD Yeet able to get the pressure. Let's see if Bepper, he gets the clear. Is he able to get another one over top of Elf? He is, but it's just not enough pressure. What is going on?
It's just a back and forth, back and forth. You can tell that the nerves are happening. It's double commit after double commit coming from both players. Elf shot not quite on target, but it does head towards his Grand Shifter's pitch. PKD Yeet getting the nice bang. Enigma is there, but Boa is there as well, denying the goal from Enigma. Getting it past one. Does he get the touch min? Yes, he does. Elf is there, but no! The miracle save coming from PKD Yeet. But that's a great out of pass. No! Shot not quite on target, and it's just going to waterfall off the ceiling. No one able to make contact. Enigma is there, but no. 50 away by Obese homing pigeon. PKD Yeet getting the 50 off the sidewall. That's just going to go straight towards Elf, who yet again is unable to get any sort of shot on target.
Oh, but you may have. Bepper looking quite nice there. Trying to get the shot on. Oh, it's going to be beat out by Demo Demons. They're rushing into this corner. Elf waiting out mid for Boa's pass. Bepper shutting it down before it even happens, though. Bepper pushing up. Obese sending it high. Goes up for his touch. He gets it. Out to the shot. Enigma sends it out wide. And Boa not able to put the shot on. PKD Yeet has the ball. Sends it out wide. Obese sending it up into the mid. It's going to be out. Obese there with another. Is anyone there? Bepper sends it out to his own corner. It's going to be out mid again. PKD needs to get a touch, but Enigma decides to go up for it. Obese going for that double.
Have no boost.
Bepper is starved. Going to be Enigma trying. A minute 30 left, and Granny Shifters needs something.
Demo Demons, all they have to do is keep this Granny Shifters team at bay, and they win it all. Elf keeping this pressure, hitting it towards this Granny Shifters pitch. PKD Yeet hitting it off the ceiling, trying to get it clear, unable to find it. Obese homing pitch. Oh my god! Ooh. Almost getting the pre-flip double tap there, but Dr. Bepper able to get number one. It's just going to go towards the net. Bepper is there, but no! Gets 50 by Obese homing pigeon. Enigma is there in the middle of the pitch, able to find a 50 towards the wall there, but cleared away by Elf. able to find the second goal for Demo Demons with only 60 seconds remaining here for Granny Shifters just to even find that equalizing goal.
It's gonna be rough. A minute left. Granny Shifters looking a little demoralized. They need to keep this pressure. They need to keep the momentum, but it's just not seeming to happen. It's gonna be a Bepper sending one up wide out to the other corner. Enigma trying to stop it. Bepper trying to cut it. Not happening. Boa sends it to the corner. Able to get one out mid. Backflip sending it back to that corner, unfortunately. Elf and Bepper, a double commit coming out. Going to be sent to the corner. Enigma trying to get something moving. A dunk almost coming out of Elf. We've seen it before. Bepper trying to relieve some pressure. Obese sending it far. PKD popping it. Does he go up? He doesn't beat Boa though. Boa ends up missing. Elf keeping this pressure on. 15 seconds. This game is not looking good.
Oh, sorry. But I mean, Demo Demons, 7, 6, 5 seconds left. They are up by 2. Granny Shifters unable to find a goal of their own. Unable to answer towards this Demo Demons pressure. And ladies and gentlemen, Demo Demons have won it all. Your grand finalists of Div D.
The entirety of the DSU esports team rushes the stage as Demo Demons take the game. Granny Shifters, it's a tough loss, but a well-fought battle.
A well-fought battle indeed. They were the 8th seed going into this LAN. They had an up-road battle ahead of them, and they were able to take Demo Demons to the bracket reset to game number 7, but it just wasn't enough, and Demo Demons able to take it and win all of Div D.
This is heartbreaking. I mean, Granny Shifters, the Cinderella story, right? 8 seed battling through the entirety of the lower division or of the lower bracket and losing game 7 after the reset. It's just a little disheartening.
I mean, it's always going to be disheartening when you come so far only to just come short, to be that close to victory, the trophy being right in front of you. That could have been yours, but you're just unable to outplay your opponents. But I mean, Demo Demons, it looked very scary there, but they were able to seal the deal here. Game number 7, bracket reset.
It's a tough loss, but I feel like Granny has won in all of our hearts strictly because of how far they've made it. They've had an amazing run, but a win for Demo Demons. Let's look on the positive here a little bit. I know this is Obese's very first rookie season coming in and having an amazing run at the bracket.
I mean, wow. I mean, what a season to be your first. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are going to be heading over into a 3-minute animation, and just thank you for tuning in to this incredible Div D match.